Hey guys, if everything goes well, this should be our video for Monday, November 23rd. I do realize we only have 2 days of class this week, so there's lots to be done. So let's get started. I am assuming and hoping that you guys have already taken a look at our project. It is in your assignments on Teams. If you go there, I like to go to block 1. It's easiest for me to find. Again, in the future, these videos are going to be attached here, just like that first one is. I am trying to make it nice and easy to find for you. Your job was to click into the Native American project on Thursday, and hopefully you have chosen a region. If not Thursday, you did it Friday. On Friday, after your region was picked, the area that most interested you, you started your research. So I'm just telling you our quick little timeline where you should be now. You decided whatever region it was that you chose, and you hopefully read about it. So let's pretend my region I chose was the Eastern Woodlands. I read all 3, 6, 7, and 8, those slides right here on there. If I didn't, or if I had questions I was supposed to ask Ms. Fife already, you guys know the drill. There is an organizer at the beginning of each of the regions, and so I know exactly what I'm going to be looking for. So I should have looked up transportation, food, shelter, environment, and other facts. If you haven't done that yet, please, please, please have that done as soon as you possibly can. You're going to want that information starting today. So let's pretend my little organizer was all filled out. I typed in here. I can see it blinking. Boop, boop, boop. I type whatever it was about transportation, food, shelter, environment, and other facts that it mentioned. Don't forget other facts that aren't mentioned on here. By the way, shelter is housing. Weapons are important to have, tools, crafts, customs, and beliefs, and any new vocabulary. So I'm hoping you guys have this really nice and full. Let's do one practice one. For Eastern Woodlands, let's see if I can find anything. There are many tribes. The tribes are grouped by their languages. Iroquoian, Algonquin, and Siouan. Some of these words are very, very tricky. Form an alliance, languages, cooperation was important, it shaped. So the Iroquois Eastern Woodland region, many natural resources. The soil is fertile for good farming, rivers, lakes, drinking water, and fishing. Ooh, so I'm seeing lots of food information right now. Large forests, once home to animals. These early people hunted. Rainfall is moderate, helps crops flourish. Rich in natural resources, hunters, gatherers, and fishermen and farmers. Okay. Ooh, and there's even a whole nother paragraph after that. So to keep this nice and short and sweet, I'm going to go to food. I would say they were fishermen. Or they fished, they ate fish, grew crops. It didn't say specifically yet, and they hunted animals in the forests nearby. Obviously, that next paragraph is going to have a lot more information. I would want to make sure to get down as much of that as I can, so I have a really thorough research project. But let's pretend this was all filled out and it was beautiful, ready to rock. It's not, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to do a whole project. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. By the way, all I did was grab that little square right here to open up other slides for me. I probably am going to want to take a look again at what my project entails. Oh, it's due not this coming Sunday, or sorry, this would be this coming Sunday, the 29th. So that gives you all of Thanksgiving break to work on it. My region is, so make sure you have that region picked out. All these questions you're going to be answering. It says write the title of your region, label each category, 2 to 3 sentences, provide colorful illustration, insert images using PowerPoint, and then present your project. If we have time, I'm going to have us do a little Flipgrid video. And then it tells me how much each thing is worth. But if I scroll down to 48, here is my spot where I'm going to say region. So I don't know if you guys remember, I want to say it was the Eastern Woodlands was my region. I'm just going to type it right here. I don't have to do anything fancy schmancy. If I want to delete that and make it all nice, I can, or I can just fill in the information. It says introduction to your Native American region you studied. Why are they interesting? 2 to 3 sentences and add a picture for full credit. So I need to introduce the Eastern Woodlands. I got to say something like the Eastern Woodlands contained various tribes. That probably sounds a little crazy. The Eastern Woodlands had a variety of tribes that lived and worked together. They spoke similar languages and lived near both water and forest, or something. Make it snazzy, make it exciting to read, right? This is your project. You word it how you like. Just make sure it's chock full of great information about your region. So let's pretend I typed that in, and then, okay, I did my housing and transportation, but the one I really did up here was food. What can make this really easy, like I was saying earlier, if I had my organizer that I showed you at the beginning filled out, I could easily copy and paste that information and put it right here to make it really easy to find. So let's pretend, like I said, I had that whole thing all filled out and ready to go. I just scroll up to where I had that information. So let's say I go to Eastern Woodland, and be really careful when you do this, but if you click, okay, I can see my cursor is blinking right after it. I'm going to click and drag over the words. So it's called highlighting the words. I can tell they're highlighted because they're gray. I'm going to hit, I can either right click, so not on the left hand side, but on the right hand side. I can right click and click copy. Actually, I'm going to do it that way. It'll make it easier. Right click, hit copy, and then I scroll back down to where I was. Oops, I think it was right here. Click, wait for my little cursor to blink. Okay, I know that's where my information is going to go. I click, right click again, and paste. So it's as if you took the information, made a copy of it, and then glued it into another spot. Why did it not paste? So it didn't let me do paste on that one for some reason. So all I did was in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a key that says CTRL. That means control and V. So if at the top, I'll show you the better way to do that then. Remember when I clicked and just said copy for the other part, I'm going to highlight, do the exact same thing. Instead of doing copy up here, I'm going to go control the CTRL in the bottom left-hand corner, and then C, control C, makes copy. So it leaves it where it's at, but it also makes a copy for me to paste into my project. So pretend that this wasn't there already. And then I click and go CTRL V, makes it paste. And it'll even use the same font and everything that I had from above. So that's how you can make it super easy peasy. If you did use that organization chart, then that's great, the little organizer. Otherwise, you're welcome to just type your 2 to 3 sentences down here as well. Make sure you fill in all this information just as if it was a slideshow. Introduce your region, talk about the housing. There's little helpful hints for how to spruce it up. You're welcome to delete my sentences after you've added yours. Transportation, what kind of food, what weapons, tools, or crafts did they use? What customs or beliefs did they have? Were there any new vocabulary words that you learned? Like I know earlier, and other things, like what in the world does that mean? So make sure you include lots of information about your tribes. It is all here. No need to research the internet. I have everything you need in here. I'm deleting it so that when you get there, it doesn't look like really confusing. So again, make sure whatever questions, comments, anything you have, if you need any help at all, please send me specific questions in messages on Teams or Dojo, and I am happy to help. All right, I will see you soon. Oopsie daisies, how do I get? I will see you all soon and have a wonderful day. Bye.